Thank you that you have blessed us as we build the BOMAS, and may you bless some people who are sick to help them feel better, and may you bless all of us that when we are in the dark, you will protect us with your light. It's good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
One of the biggest things that I felt, especially the first few years, is loneliness. And loneliness not because I didn't have people around me, but it's because of things that were familiar. Being able to go to a place and feel like home, being able to find things to eat. And for a very long time, my wife and I have opened our door to a whole lot of people, and in the process we've been blessed. And through that process, God has continued to open many doors for us. And now we have a much bigger door. And so this place, while it has the name BOMAS of Thairu, essentially it's for all of us. And we don't just want to become known as a slaughterhouse. We want to become as a place where kids come to play with goats. We want to be known as a place where women come to worship, men come to bond with their children. Because I'm trying to raise 2 boys in America and I have no idea how to do it. And that's the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And there are a variety of reasons why I don't know how to do that. But the one thing I know is that doing that as his marriage, as his life itself, it's so much easier when I have Mr. Tony over there that I can go and ask him about some advice on marriage, some advice on raising children. And so this is an opportunity for us to come here together as Kenyans, as Africans, as family members, to be able to share a meal together and hopefully get to raise our children together. And this is hopefully a beginning of so many other things. And I'm gonna stop talking because I know that this will not be your last time to be here. This is going to be the first of many. And the reason why we wanted your boys specifically to be here is that we've spent a whole winter. We've been here every day in the winter. Everything that you see here is only about 5 months old. We've been here every day in the winter. And there is nothing, or there will be nothing more important in the future than to have these children to say, that place in Edwardsville, we were there. We participated in building. So today we are going to do very few things. You see all this wood, we are going to have a bonfire in the evening. After we eat, that's all we are going to do today. And in the process of doing that, please walk to the back. There's a bike trail. In the future, Mr. Jeff and I will talk to you about all the plans that we are hoping that we can, have a nice little bike park there that you can bring your kids on the weekends. So feel free to walk around. The only most dangerous place right now is the pond because it's under construction. In fact, we had to stop it today because of the traffic. So if anything, watch your children around that. We also have some sheep here that are not tamed, so stay away from them because they will jump that fence. But everything else is fair game. The goats are pretty good, and we'll talk a little bit about the types of goats we have and the type of goats that you can expect here in the future. But for now, we have a sample. What you're gonna eat has been grown right here. Thank you.
Okay. Here, you want the greens? Hey, you want the greens? It's hot.
About now, it's that time you come on live if you know.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me start by saying thank you to Thairu. It's a great idea. Let me bring my kids too. And then what we started seeing is it was a way for us to connect. Our kids to connect, there was a hunger. People were waiting to get an avenue, and the bike ride was just a start. So when we started doing that, we started organizing on a regular basis, and people were coming together, and from that we also developed and said, okay, we can also try some other activities. And
it was a blessing, and again, I want to thank each and every dad who had showed up. We always call for dad and son meeting, and sometimes they bring the kids and we are left with the boys, but we don't see the dad. But this one is big. This one is big, and we want to thank you and appreciate you all for coming. It's really making me feel this is what I've always wanted to achieve, to see dads and their sons as much as my boys. And I passed the idea to Jeff, hey, why can't we be going for, and we let them see how they will behave. And our first time when we went, some boys were having difficulties and were saying, oh, I want to go to my mommy. And we told them, there is no your mommy here. You either deal with it, or you sleep hungry, or you stay here, or you walk to your mommy. And that way we've been hardening this. And if my son can't face me to tell me something, I want him to be comfortable to face Karaka and tell him something he can tell me. And that's the most important thing we try to do when we call for dad and son initiative. We welcome any idea. Anything can bring us together with these boys. Because when they grow up, we won't get a chance to spend time with them. And by doing this, we want to break the barrier and make it comfortable for boys and make them our friends. Because when you go to the camp, it's only we and them. They're out there, what you tell them, it's what they have to do. So thank you guys.
When this project started, David Thairu approached me and I said, this is a good thing. It may be God-sent activity for Kenyan community, push to a higher mile so that we can have that kind of spiritually, socially, and in all aspects so that they can grow. This is the only way we're gonna grow so as a young community. So let us spend more time, especially the young dad. We mentor these kids. We build a strong community. We build a presence here in St. Louis. And this is one way of doing it. And I think as a community we can succeed. So Jeff,
I've talked to him, and so many. Pastor Paul has been here. He's prayed not just for us, but for so many other people. So I also have mentors. So to be able to be at a place where we can be able to build a platform for other people to see what mentorship does, and the possibility of being able to achieve great things just by the little things that you do every single day. Because my wife here taught me how to save. When we met, I was making more money than she was, but she was only working 20 hours and I was working 60 hours, and she had more money than I did. And so mentorship and guidance and wisdom can come from so many other different places. When it comes to money management, most of it I've learned from our to help me and help our family to be able to have a place like this that we can welcome. So I'm not gonna say a whole lot more. Please feel free to remember something. So we have a lot of visions. We have types of fish for eating. So that presentation will give you a little bit of an idea of what we are doing.